one of After Office Yoga Flows. This is also great just for anybody who wants a short movement break in their day. We're going to start in a seated position, preferably on your knees, option to sit in a chair if you wish. You're going to place your hands on top of your legs or thighs, and we're going to do a couple cat-cows. So as you inhale, lifting the chest up, slight arc in the back, gaze forward and tall. As you exhale, rounding the spine, drawing the chin towards your chest, really sitting into the back of your seat, and then alternating between the two. So inhale, lift, exhale, release. And I want you throughout our practice today to really focus on your body and your breath and practice listening to it. Often throughout the day, we keep pushing and doing things either for ourselves or for other people. So I want you to take this time to check in with your body, be mindful and attentive to it, and just listen. So if you want to move faster with your cat and cows, you can. If you want to move slower, stay where you at, more than welcoming. I want you to finish up what breath you're on, and we're going to move into a couple hip rolls. So starting by moving your chest forward. Again, as you're bringing your chest forward, you're lifting the chest and then creating this circular movement. So once you hit the side of your body, you're going to round the spine backwards, and then the other side, lifting it as you move forward. So making this circular movement with your torso that starts at the base of your hips. Moving with the breath, that's guiding the pace of it. Beautiful. When you're ready, switch directions. Wonderful. Meet us back in center. I want you to plant your right hand at your side, lift the left arm into a side bend. As we're doing this, I want you to keep your shoulders parallel with your hips. If you need to come back to center, make sure they're all straight across, all parallel with one another, and then gently bend to the side from there. So I don't want us compensating by leaning forward or an arch in the back here. We want to keep it all straight and all stacked on top of each other. And this will really allow a side stretch in the opposite lower spine, lower back. Your spine doesn't quite stretch, believe it or not. Beautiful. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Inhale back to center and switching sides. So this time your right arm is lifting to the sky, your shoulders stay stacked up with each other, and a gentle bend, noticing it in the right side of your body. Beautiful. You can start alternating between each one, so flowing from side to side. Again, at a pace that's comfortable for you today. If you want to add any wrist circles while you're doing it, you certainly may. Beautiful. I want you to do one more on each side, and then we're going to move on to hands and knees. So make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees under your hips for this one. And we're going to start by peeking over your left shoulder. So staying exactly where you are, grounded through each one. Gentle peek to the left shoulder, and then gently pop your right hip out just a little bit. So a little bit of weight towards the right side as you look over your left. Inhale back to center and switching sides. So the left hip's popping out just a little bit, and the gaze is going over your right shoulder. Back to center, do that one more time each. Beautiful. Back to center, everything's back in neutral. We're going to extend your left leg straight out to the side, keeping the rest of your ligaments where they are. You're going to begin rocking forwards and backwards, creating a little bit of a opening in your hips right here. So you can move subtle or a little bit faster, a little bit of a larger movement. Either way, we're rocking forwards and backwards. You may begin to notice in your wrists too, noticing the movement, the gentle stretch as you rock back and forth. And this goes for any yoga class. If you feel like there's too much weight in your wrist or they're getting sore, you can always come up onto fists. That's one of my favorite modifiers. That one, or placing a block or 2 or 3 underneath your hands. So the higher your hands are, the more weight goes to the bite, to your legs and your hips. So if there's more weight in those parts of your body, there's less weight on your wrists, which can make it a bit easier to do these things without pain. All right, bring your leg back in. Extend the opposite leg out to the side this time. Same concept. So you're rocking forwards and backwards, opening up that hip, moving at a pace that feels good and welcoming for you today. Awesome job. So I want you to pause wherever you are. Bring your leg back into hands and knees. Exhale, keep your elbows tucked as you exhale your stomach towards the mat. Beautiful. I want you to plant your forearms firmly in front of you, trying to keep your elbows underneath your shoulders for this part. We're going to do a couple Sphinx pulses. So as you inhale, pressing through your forearms, but also your legs, lifting up your head and chest, creating space across your collarbone. Gaze forward and strong. Exhale, bring your head back down. And then continue with this. Inhale, lift. Expand across the chest. Exhale, return back. Do a couple more at your own pace here. So these poses, anything that creates space across the collarbone is super awesome after a long day of work, especially if you're at a desk or a computer. This really opens the chest. Beautiful. Exhale all the way down to the mat. We're going to pick your right heel up off the mat and just draw it towards your body. So you have the option to grab your foot or shin with your hand, or you can grab like a t-shirt or a strap, wrap that around your leg, and then hold on to that as you draw your foot towards your body. But for this one, it's a bit more of a static pose. I want you to take a moment to check in with your body. Maybe do a full body scan. Check at the top of your head, down to your neck and throat, your chest, your arms, your belly, your legs, all the way down to your ankles, feet, and toes. And for these check-ins, I never want you to try and pass judgment on it. It's just observing things as they are. If you want to label something as tight or light, anything like that, you're more than welcome to, but try not to label it as good or bad. Just observing it as it is. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly release this side, and pick up your opposite leg. Same thing, grabbing and creating just a gentle bit of tension as you draw your foot towards your body. On days when we're really, really busy, easy to stay in our heads, and we often forget to check in with our bodies. I know there's been many times where I'm working on something, and I totally don't realize that I either need water, or I need to go to the bathroom, or I've been leaning forward and my neck really hurts, until I've stopped that thing. So this is kind of your reminder to stop, to check in with your body, see if there's anything it needs, and then take that practice into the rest of your day or tomorrow. All right, exhale where you are here, and I want you to pick your own pose. So if there's a pose that you've been wanting to do, now would be the time to do it. If you can't really think of anything, I'm going to do a gentle rock on my back. So I'm going to lay down on my back, bring my knees towards my chest, gently give them a hug, option to grab a strap or like t-shirt to really squeeze towards yourself, and then slowly rock from side to side. Bring your attention towards your breathing for these last couple seconds. Just observing. Beautiful, and I invite you to send a quick thank you towards your body, towards your mind, and just towards yourself generally for taking the time to nurture and check in with yourself today. I know we live often busy lives, but taking care of yourself often means taking care of other people around you better than you had before. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and if you want to grab a short meditation or savasana, you can head over to my page and pick one that resonates with you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Hit the like or follow if you want to stick around for some more After the Office series.